Greetings, Star Wars Nation, and welcome to Royal Reviews. And today we're going to be reviewing Jedi Knight and Dune, two of the Rebels TV episodes that aired recently. Now, this comes with a lot of spoilers, so you have been warned. So sit down, buckle up, and hit that hyperdrive because Royal Review starts now. Alright, boys and girls, my name is Ro, and before we jump into the emotional part of this review, let's go back and take a look on the few seconds from the opening scene of the episode Jedi Knight. In the opening scene of Jedi Knight, we find ourselves with Kanan as he's meditating, as we see the horizon and he's hearing voices. We also notice a Lothal wolf. He's hiding in the tall grass, and honestly, this is when I knew that Kanan was gonna die, because he kind of is in a trance of peace, but he might be hearing from the Force. And he obviously gets up. He tells Ezra that Ezra must lead the mission because his feelings for Hera are very strong and he doesn't want to compromise the mission. He goes away, and like a Jedi or maybe like a samurai ritual, we see him chop off his hair and his beard. It was neat to see the team gathering together to rescue Hera and finding neat ways to try to get around the Empire. But we also see the Empire using their evil tactics, like Governor Pryce, who is torturing Hera. And one of the messed up lines that I heard in this episode was when she tells Hera that she loves her voice, or that Hera has a lovely voice. But when we see Hera scream, we obviously hear Hera's voice. And I just thought that was kind of messed up, because the only reason why she said that is not necessarily that Hera has a voice, is that she loves hearing Hera scream in pain. Thrawn also comes into the picture to taunt Hera and to show us, the audience, and her, that he's more than just a torturer. He likes to get in the psychic and the emotion of his prisoners. And finally, we see our rebel crew rescuing Hera, and as they're having a sweet moment, we find ourselves with Governor Pryce telling the AT-AT driver to shoot at the fuel tank. And before the tank explodes, we all know that Hera tells Kanan that she loves him, and they share an intimate moment with one another before the tank explodes. And this is, guys, where I lost it, because we saw Kanan sacrificially give up his life for not only the one that he loves, but also for his crew. And just the reaction of Hera wanting to go back for him, and Kanan just pushing her, and it kind of reminded me of Ahsoka pushing Ezra in season 2. But we see Kanan holding up the flames with the Force, and then pushing Hera, and just Hera crying and Sabine crying, because they all know what's gonna happen. Even Ezra's face, it was just very emotional scene, and I started to tear up. I started to cry, because we saw the end of a great hero, which was Kanan. As we saw the crew get back to base, we saw everyone's emotions. But what struck me the most was Hera's emotions, because she lost the love of her life. And honestly, I didn't know how they were gonna continue the next episode. I didn't know if they were gonna let the crew grieve. I didn't know if they're gonna show us more of Hera. But honestly, I really like that they show us a broken down Hera. I really like that we saw the crew cry, because even in the movies, when Han died and I guess Leia felt him, that he had passed away, we didn't see people shed tears. I mean, people that knew Han. And so I really enjoy, even though it was very, sad to see Kanan die, I really enjoy that they give him a hero's death. Some honorable mentions from the Jedi Knight episode. I like seeing Tarkin. Whoever voiced his voice did a really great job with Tarkin. They did talk about Krennic's, Stardust project, which we all know now is the Death Star. And seeing Thrawn kind of wanting his project of the TIE Fighter Destroyer be priority over Krennic's. With the episode of Dune, we follow Hera, still going through her grieving process and just lamenting at the fact that she never really told Kanan soon enough that she was in love with him. We also saw Sabine and Zeb kind of being reactionary to what happened to Kanan and wanting to do something against the Empire, kind of put a dent into the Empire. But we also saw the rebels in Lothal feeling sad and down because one of their key major leaders is gone, and so now they're feeling kind of helpless against the Empire. We also see Ezra going into his own spiritual journey with the Lothal wolf as they drive him and they take him to a place where he has a vision or a dream of this giant wolf, which I really thought it was Kanan speaking to him, but I'm not sure and I don't think that's Kanan. But regardless, they give him this big stone with some handprints of the original text or from the original Jedi temple. And so now Ezra is going to go into this mission or this, journey into saving the original Jedi temple. Finally, we see the assassin Rukh being outsmarted by Sabine and Zeb. Rukh did put up a fight, but Sabine and Zeb did outsmart him, and at the end they painted him like a clown and I guess send him off to kind of give the Empire a little warning that the rebellion was not gonna go down that easily. Ultimately, our rebel crew and the rebellion in Lothal do realize that Kanan gave up his life for bigger, cause, and more than just, an explosion or depleting the gas or the energy source of the Empire, but that also stopped the production of the TIE Defender. And so we see Ezra telling the crew that now there's gonna be a bigger mission that they must accomplish, and that's how we leave this 2 episodes of Rebels. So for my overall thoughts about these 2 episodes, I really think they execute them perfectly. We did get an emotional pull in seeing Kanan die. We did get emotional when Hera was grieving the one that she loved. We did get, attached to what the crew was handling his death and what's gonna take forward after this 2 episodes. So for that, I really gotta give this episode a 10 out of 10. But what do you guys think about these 2 episodes? Did you guys enjoy them as much as I did? Did you guys shed a little tear for Kanan? Comment below, let us know. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And like always, can't wait to guys have you back here at Rural Reviews.